Okay, we begin with practice set 9.2. I think I mentioned 8.2. We are beginning now with practice set 9.2. Question 1. The perpendicular height of a cone is 12 centimeter and its slant height is 13 centimeter. Find the radius of the base of the cone. Now, perpendicular height, if you remember, we said is h. Slant height, we said is L. We have to find R. So, let us put the values. Perpendicular height h is 12 centimeter. Slant height L is 13 centimeter. Now, we have to use the relation between the slant height, which is L, perpendicular height, which is L, h, and radius r of the base of the cone. So, the relation between L, h and r. And we said that relation is L square is equal to r square plus h square. Now, we put the values what we have. L is 13. So, putting the value here, this becomes 13 square. We do not know what is r. We have to find what is radius of the base of the cone. So, we write r as it is plus h here is 12. So, we write 12 square. Now, 13 square is 169. 12 square is 144 plus r square. So, we write here r square as it is. So, 169 equal to r square plus 144. We take 144 to the other side. 169 minus 144 is equal to r square. Now, when subtracting, 9 minus 4 is 5. 6 minus 4 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. So, 25 equal to r square. We can change the sides, left hand side to right hand side and right hand side to left hand side. So, r square is 25. Therefore, r is equal to 5 centimeter. So, the question was to find the radius of the base of the cone. So, we write now, therefore, radius of the base of the cone is equal to 5 centimeter. Second question, find the volume of a cone if its total surface area is 7128 centimeters square and the radius of the base is 28 centimeter. They have given us pi equal to 22 upon 7. Total surface area is already given as 7128 centimeters square. Radius of the base, the radius of the base also was given as 28 centimeter. What had we to find? The volume of the cone. So, V is equal to how much? Now, we write the formula for total surface area of the cone, that is pi r bracket L plus R. Okay, now we put the values because we know what is total surface area of the cone, that is 7128. So, 7128 equal to pi is 22 by 7. So, we write here 22 by 7 into R was given as 28. So, we write 28. Okay. Then now here we have to put L plus R. Now, we do not know what is L. So, we write here L plus R is 28. Now, what we do is all this which is multiplying with this bracket, we take it to the other side. So, 7 goes to the numerator. 7128 into 7 upon 22 into 28 is equal to L plus 28. Okay, now when we simplify this further, okay, the simplification you will do by yourselves, and if you are stuck then you will ask me later, because see, it is quite simple. We can cancel 7 goes in 28 4 times. Then we can see that 11 goes in 22, 11 will go in 7, 1, 2, 8 and it will cancel. And then when you simplify, we get that this becomes 81. So this simplification becomes 81. It is equal to L plus 28. Now if 81 is equal to L plus 28, how do we find out what is L? Take 28 to the other side. 81 minus 28. And 81 minus 28 is 53. Therefore L is equal to 53 centimeter. What is L? L is the slant height. Now what we do is, since we have to find the volume of the cone, we have the radius, we have also found the slant height, but the formula for the volume of a cone is 1 upon 3 pi r square h. We have pi, we have r, but we don't have h. We have L here. So we have to use the relation between the perpendicular height, slant height and the radius of the cone, that is L square is equal to R square plus H square. Okay. L we found out as 53. So we write here 53 square is equal to R, we said here is 28. So we put the value here 28 square plus, we do not know h, we write h square. So now we put the values here. 53 square, 53 when we square it, it becomes 2809. You will square and confirm the values I have written. 28 square is 784 plus h square. So if I have to find h square, I take 784 on the other side. That becomes 2809 minus 784. So when I subtract here 2809 minus 784, I get 9 minus 4, 5. Here it will be 10 minus 8, which is 2. So 1 is borrowed, there we'll have 7. 7 minus 7 is 0. 2 minus 0 is 2. So h square is 2025. So if I have to find h, it will be square root of 2025. And square root of 2025 is 45. So 45, the units here you will see it is centimeter. So here also I write 45 centimeter. Now we have to find the volume of the cone. Remember, it is 1/3 that of the cylinder, that is 1 upon 3 into pi r square h. That is 1 upon 3 into pi was 22 upon 7 here. So I write 22 upon 7 r square. R is here 28 centimeter. So I put 28 there. 28 square into h, which was 45. So I write here 45. Now we simplify this further. 1 upon 3 into 22 upon 7 into 28 square is 28 into 28 into 45. So you will simplify this further. 7 goes in 28 4 times. 3 goes in 45 15 times. So now you will multiply all this. What will you multiply? 22 into 4 into 28 into 15. So when you multiply all this, we get that this is equal to 36,960 centimeter cube. So 36,960 is answer. It is the volume of the cone. So the unit is in cubic centimeter. Therefore we write centimeter cube. Third question. The curved surface area of a cone is 251.2 centimeter square and the radius of its base is 8 centimeter. We have to find the slant height and the perpendicular height. Now the curved surface area of the cone is already given, that is 251.2 centimeter square. Okay, radius of the base is given, that is 8 centimeter. Okay, we have to find both the slant height and perpendicular height. Slant height is given by L, perpendicular height is given by H. So L equal to how much? H equal to how much? Now what we'll do, first we'll use this curved surface area of the cone what they have given us and write the formula. Curved surface area of the cone is equal to, the formula was pi r L. Now what is the curved surface area given? 251.2. So we write here 251.2. What is pi? Pi here in this question, pi was given as 3.14. So we'll write here pi was given to be 3.14. So here it will be 3.14 into r. R is given as 8. So we write 8. L we do not know. So we write L. So if I want to find L, I have to take this 3.14 into 8 on the other side. So that will come to the denominator. So this becomes 251.2 and in the denominator 3.14 into 8. Okay, if I were to simplify this further, 8 goes in 251.2. 8 goes in 25. 8 3s are 24. 1 remains. 8 goes in 11. 1 time. Okay. Then we have the point. After 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 is left. So 8 goes now in 32. 4. So you have here 31.4 upon 3.14. If I were to simplify 31.4 into 3.14. Here I can write here 31.4 and 3.14. If it has to become 31.4, the point has to go after one place. So we have to multiply it with 10. So what will happen? It will be 3.14 into 10. Now I have written 3.14 into 10 so that it becomes 31.4. That means this and this now are equivalent. And if I am multiplying the denominator with 10, I have to multiply the numerator also with 10. Now we said that this and this are equivalent. So both will cancel. What is left now? Only 10. Therefore L is equal to now here 10 centimeter. Okay, so this is how I have done this calculation, that is how we cancel 31.4 and 3.14. So 31.4 upon 3.14 the answer will be 10. Now we have to use the relation. Which relation? Between L, R and H. That is L square equal to R square plus H square. Why are we using this relation? Because we have to find both slant height and perpendicular height. Now slant height is found out. We will find perpendicular height putting these values. L is 10. So here this becomes 10 square equal to R is 8. So we put here 8 plus H square. Now 10 square is 100. 8 square is 64 plus H square. So when I have to find out H square, I will leave H square here is equal to 100 minus 64. And 100 minus 64 is 36. 36 is equal to H square, or H square equal to 36. Therefore, H is equal to square root of 36, which is equal to 6 centimeter. Okay, so we have found now the perpendicular height. So now we have both the slant height and the perpendicular height. Notice always the slant height will be more than the perpendicular height, because the perpendicular height is always the shortest. So we can write in a sentence, since I have asked both the slant height and the perpendicular height of the cone. Slant height of the cone, slant height of the cone L is equal to 10 centimeter and perpendicular height of the cone is equal to, see here the value of h, it is 6 centimeters, so is equal to 6 centimeter.